From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert now. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Warren will try the right side. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line? And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as it drew it up in practice.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
After 10-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To the air, Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Throwing now is Allen. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. The Chargers have 13-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 10, Bills 0.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On first down, McCullough. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Isaiah Foskey. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Allen to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Running left, it's Warren. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Forthcoming. Here's third and goal. In motion right is the tight end. Allen now on third and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Bills 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyquan Thornton. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Now Herbert, third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Returnable here for Davis. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Herbert off of play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Herbert. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Thornton. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 19-point game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Completes this one with Thornton. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyquan Thornton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Allen. Got his man. It's Warren. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's Bass now to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air. And
taking it right down Broadway. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Allen. Tyquan Thornton, 70 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To throw, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
this taken in by Kincaid.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's free at the 35.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup coach.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On the give, it's Warren. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Third down and 13. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Finds Johnston. They juked him. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Herbert. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots, and there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll run on first down. McCullough, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Whoa. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now it's Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, Herbert. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
From midfield, here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's one. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Allen.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Complete to Johnston here.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the 50, here's Herbert.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Herbert back to the air. He's got another one to Johnston. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Herbert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Second and short now following the fumble. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen over the middle here to Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the deep.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chargers, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week at
that ultra ground move, riding in the year. Tighten up, you a lose. I approve. I bet, I step and approve. Straight ultra ground, make all your haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You need a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them teaming with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles, up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She had to make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me paying nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. know she got them friends of the mill. I'm in Miami, so know the fans of Denzel. I caught her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, and she good as gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come get the wish list. They come get the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come get the wish list.